Hello?
There again,
You there?
South Kingston.
Well, you ain't said no. You ain't said no. You ain't there. So let me know when you're there.
Nope. I was hoping somebody would cry.
Huh?
I was hoping somebody would cry and cheer me and say, yep, yep, yes,
Some.
what about yesterday? Playboy was trying to get your attention just to tell you he was his cousin too.
Oh yeah. Yep. What's he have?
He was on the other side of the aisle. Yeah, and that guy Anthony was like, tell him, what?
I know. I was like, what's he? What's he? He have? Is he half simple? He seemed it a little bit. Yep. 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 But Emmy. Auntie M. Yeah, so that's Grams, right? Grams. Yeah. So I don't know. You know more than me about like the blood. You mean the shack? Yes, I do. Then, then I remember. Then I remember when we moved to the corner. Yep. Because I can remember. My gram standing in the window and brushing her hair while I ate breakfast. Because we were going to go somewhere in that big ass green ass Chrysler she had. It was, I think, a Newport. Yeah. I remember being so small, like like your feet and not touching the floor, but looking like what seemed like so far away over across the bench seat playing driving. It just seemed that's 21 feet of car, man. Between me and Graham, then Mom got that Spitfire, that black. Remember that Spitfire? You, you know who she? It's funny how this world is. She ended up getting that car from my ex-girlfriend's grandfather, Sonny Snow. Sonny Snow used to work at Allen Seed Store. No, dude. No. Oh, well, yeah, that's right. We did live on it. That's right, too. But I thought she lived in the city because she came to pick me up one day at my grandfather's, and we went to the city. This is when I was, shoot. How about when she lived in Castle Rock with the Volkswagen Bug? I don't know, but I can remember she went to pick me up in the car, picked me up to put me in the car. She had a cigarette in her hand, and it burnt my eye. Yeah, I can remember because I heard it sizzle. That's when she lived in Castle Rock, over to the was it? No, it was Kingsland Village. Yeah, that's when. Well, no, it was Kingsland Village. It's the same place. Yup, and was you remember when I was learning how to ride a bike and my grandpa let me? No, a bicycle. And I split my head wide open. You don't remember that? But it's the same time because I remember the sand pits and grandfather had that old Sears tractor. Yep, because he used to, I still lived with my mom then, and he used to come and pick me up, and I'd spend the weekend. I'll never forget it, man. Never forget that. He had that big Country Squire wagon. Huh? No, sorry. I think it was the blue Chevy truck. With the dump truck? Was it the dump truck? Yeah, oh yeah, grandpa always had that. Then he bought that one from Dick Flickett, that red one. I don't know, but it had an 8-foot bed. It was lowered, and at the time it had the IROC Z rims on it. Yeah. You were. Lyle was around at the time. That's what he. Yes, we were. Very tight. Well, yeah, no, a little younger, I think, because he used to. Yeah, wait, because Lyle used to tell me when he was up there in Collins. Yeah, remember he used to tell me my mom died. You remember that? Yep. And I think you said something to him. I can remember you saying something to him about it. It was a long time, like 70, maybe 79, 80, because they were burning trash and I know. They were burning trash and. Yep. You were burning trash and smoking buckies. I know I am. And you remember us putting up the basketball court thing? Yep, right to the yep. And Lyle stole that dirt bike and kept it out back. Yep. From I think it was. Yep. Wood stoves in every room in the house. All the time. When I went up there, I cut wood. You wanted to eat, you had to get the stove, wood, the stove. Yep. Then off to the kitchen. Yeah, I remember there was a wood stove, and you'd go in the kitchen, then off to the right was the living room. Yep. Yep.
We
Yep.
all want to get along, but nah, us niggas had to get going.
The kerosene, remember the kerosene meters?
Yeah, I remember that kerosene thing too.
Yep.
Especially when I was building houses.
Yep.
Between my grandfather and your grandfather, we were building up houses, we get shell on and we get the walls up.
Yeah, that. Yeah, they call them a salamander.
Yes, that's exactly what we call it.
It's a salamander heater. I'm talking about the other ones that when we used to go into your house through the pantry and then into the kitchen.
The one that's stored up right?
Yes, them old ones.
Yeah, well, they just set fire water.
Yep, yep. And you'd start it up to the wood stoves get heated up.
Gotta get that wick, gotta trim that wick.
Yep, yep. I remember, man. I remember back a while actually. I remember too going to Larry and Guy Simon's because what was his sister's name? Christina. Yep, and Beverly with Becky. Yep, yep. They used to babysit. Yep, yep. Beverly. Wasn't it Beverly Cogswell? Yep, yep. Yep.
The other sisters, son Brown's wife, Jean, and the other one, Arlene. And the ladies would always be there. And I always remember my mom, your mom, and all the ladies were sitting there. You were a little tiny squat. You was only like maybe 8 months old.
Yeah.
But we were all there.
Yeah.
And it seems like that's where all the hen scaffolds in the hen house. Giving up the new gossip, latest gossip.
Yep, yep, yep. I remember going to Aunt Bess's for piano classes, and then Aunt Bess's.
Oh yeah, yeah, on Island Avenue.
Yep, Aunt Bess's to go to
Yep.
piano class. Yep, and then go across the street to Granny's.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember when Grandfather lived over there when he had the horses.
I know it. Right there in the back.
Yep, yep, yep. That's where Ramsey Is that the one he punched? Yep, yep. Yeah, I remember him punching the horse. Yep. Yep. And going to Wilbur's. I can remember going to Kane Daycare over there. When it was, yeah, it's where that adult place is now. That adult, no, it's like, let's see, it would
Where
be
Doug LaFountain lived.
like right across the street from the LaFountains.
across the street from the fountains.
The Fountains. Remember,
The mansion on the hill.
Chappie?
Oh, La Fontaine, yes.
Yep. That's when the daycare was over there.
Yes. Yeah,
The only reason I can remember is the only reason I shit. Remember when Mini Super was where Best Eatin' is in Charleston? Well, where Best Eatin' was? It was a field. The General Stanton Inn.
that's where your grandfather was. That one time after he left,
We were there during the blizzard of '78. Yep.
My dad bringing me down there a lot.
Yep.
And then Uncle Aaron, when I was in there, I ended up spending the night one time over at General Stanton Inn, and I spent the night in General Stanton's room, and Uncle Harry, sat there, and we were sitting at the bar, and they were laughing, and he says, "Don't you know that nigga's stirring in his grave because he saw a black man in his grave?"
That's the most. Yeah. I remember that. Yep. See, there's a documentary about it. I can remember that. It's my grandpa.
I may be alone because I was so cold, I fell asleep.
Oh, it was.
South Kingstown Police. And then there was a third guy, I can't remember his name, I think it was Dave, I can't think of his last name. But all I remember is they all got mad at me because their girlfriends was always saying how cute I was.
Hey, can we not do this?
They all wanted to whip my ass up because I had a whole bunch of like nerdy friends and we were playing Matchbox cars. It has a
Unity Club?
Operation Shaka is on. With me, squad. That's right, they're not going anywhere.
first place it started out, it's still there. It's still there. No, you don't go by it. Yep. Got it right here. Right back to 1500 dollars.
Right back to Martha's Cellar.
Yep. So she no, I'm not saying she's Narragansett.
That's right, boy. That's a hell of a strike.
Mission accomplished.
That's one flea bag off the streets.
And if this is all correct.
This whole race was for information.
Yeah, she got the whole tree right here. She goes. I thought we was bad. She got a couple fields, you know. Grandfather always said them little bitches stole horses.
Your horse thieves.
Your horse thieves. And so did grandfather.
Like a lot of the Diamond Fangs, he started as an artist before he became a street racer. Rumor has it his driving lacks artistry.
Huh?
That's why we're alive.
You gotta see this shit, man.
I laughed when I was younger, but when I'm older, I'm
Though?
like, yo, that ain't right.
You back at your thing?
That target likes to drive around near the...
I ain't fighting around with this stupid ass shit.
Oh, actually, hold on, damn, I forgot to tell you, we're live.
I'm gonna freaking hard time for stupid school.
Hold on a sec, I'm broadcast.
My wheelchair is broken.
Oh, is it?
I'm tired of it.
What's the matter with it? What do you mean it's broke?
I'm getting aggravated.
Yeah, but what do you mean by broken?
I can't raise my foot up and I can't lower my foot down.
So it's
I had them come in last week to do an assessment, and I got about $9,500 worth to be done on this stupid shit.
that thing looks kind of cheesy though,
It is, because it ain't a damn Tonka truck.
compared to that last, well, the black one you had.
Well, the black one that I had, that was the one that I kept falling out of.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
But I have this one, and it's exactly like the one that I had before this one. But I ended up falling out of it and twisting the whole entire frame right there at where Whitford Street is, where Narragansett Times was.
Yep, yep.
Wiped out right there, waving to Hook and his dog. Looked over to the left, and I hit the doggone curb. I came out on a Sunday morning on my way to church. And then the lady says, "Don't worry, I called the paramedics." And I said, "I'm out." And I ended up over at church, and then the paramedics came through the door as everybody was just getting out of prayer, and they looked at me, and everybody looked over at the door. And the lady said, "We're here for him." And I looked at them, and I was like, "Me?" So they passed up my hand, and they passed up my knee.
Yep.
It's nice to be known, especially by the patriarchs before us, such as our grandfathers.
Yep.
And like our grandfathers said before, we treat them right, they will treat us better.
That's true. That's true.
They know our work ethic. They know that we do shit that's right. They ain't gonna try to jack shit
Try to do shit that's right, anyways.
within their budget. Because if they go the cheap road, well, I have to get myself some aluminum instead of steel.
Yeah.
Oh, I am so aggravated. Alright. Where's my... Oh, shit, see that? Yeah, I'm kind of like antsy, and I need some... I need my green Valium.
Your green.
Because that's the only thing that'll keep my doggone spasms down.
Oh sure. Yep, yep, yep. You don't mess with them oxys no more, huh?
Oh, hell no.
No.
I haven't messed with them bad babies since past.
Volcanoes.
Yep.
Well, that narrows down our search.
We were pastors over there, and he kept sending those doggone idiots that was coming over to his house over to my house.
To get them?
Like the one that robbed it. What's his name? Carlos, remember?
Oh, yep, yep.
Yo, I ain't had them damn things since that time.
Yeah, that's bad. I remember he was on them things.
Yeah, it was. He stole it right from underneath my TV on my big bureau in the living room.
Yep.
And he tried to deny it, and that's when I went to you and I said, kick his ass. Every time he keeps going by and he keeps doing the horn, I don't even wave my hand.
Who's that?
I don't. Carlos, the robber. Skinny Puerto Rican.
Oh, I know. Yep, yep. I remember. He used to work at Quick Tire.
I'm up
Right,
because of
yeah,
the
you got
drunk.
him the job. I recall you telling me that story.
Yep, yep.
And then you ended up doing that deed, and I told you that, and you said, how is he going to do that? And he knows who you are, and you related to me and stuff. How is he going to do that stuff? I'll whoop his ass. And I said, I'll whoop his ass myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't want to put you up him, and I didn't want nobody else on like your brother.
Yeah.
Because you know how we all clip.
Yeah, that's not, yeah.
Lyle would have been there too,
Yep, yep.
without a doubt. You know, he would have had the freaking powwow on his face.
Yeah, that would have been too good.
I don't know, because we all would have went to jail for attempted murder. Over a crip who was trying to get high. Look, I'm having a freaking bad time.
You having a rough time?
Yeah, I'm going to have to let you go. So I'm system was swearing and cussing it.
That's all right.
Be ready.
That's all right. All right, let's see.
I would have been on the bus there, but the doggone shop is already closed by now.
Yeah. 8 o'clock they close.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Alright, but I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna go outside here and smoke the cigarette things.
All right, brother.
But I ain't got nothing. But when I get something, I'll let you know what's happening.
Yeah, let me know if something comes around. I'll do. You know what I mean?
Do that.
I'll
Do that.
I'll contribute.
Alright, buddy.
All right, I love you, cousin.
I love you too. Love you, sis.
Love you too, Rod.
Listen,
Be well, guys. Talk to you all soon, Lord.
listen. If that,
Alright.
hey,
Huh?
if that chair gives you a lot of trouble, man, call me up.
Yeah, it's giving me nothing but trouble.
All right. Well,
Well, like, I know what you mean. Like, if it's like mechanical, something.
Well,
like,
if you
I'll
get-
pop
if you
out,
get-
like a bolt
if
or
you
a
get
screw,
stuck,
I'm gonna wash up.
if you get stuck or something, you know, like, do you still have
Yeah.
your house number?
I don't have. In fact, Don showed up today. And he's going to try to get me back on the phone where I was telling you my battery burnt out on the black one.
Yep.
So I picked up one that I picked up from Walmart. It was just a Verizon, not a straight talk.
Yep.
So he took it today. But he's going to try to get it all hooked up. So if I can get it back tomorrow, if they set it all up, yeah, I said, my plastic. All the stuff that's up
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep. That's easy to do. I can help you with that. But really? On the chair? On your chair? Damn.
It's not bleeding, but I can sure in the hell see the meat.
You down? Is it the white? You down to the white?
Right to the weight.
Damn, man. Damn. See, there were. I guess everybody got some white in them.
Yeah, you just gotta peel all that other brown stuff back.
You know what I mean? It's better than the white around your lip. All right, cuz I love you.
I love you too.
All right.
Just keep that myself in the lip.
Well, I don't know, man. It's, you know,
That target likes to
that's
drive
hard
around
do.
near the volcanoes. Well, that narrows down our search.
Yeah, but when your lips are so big, you need to paint it on with a paintbrush. Not. All right, cuz I love you.